Hey there. Welcome to Tongue First, the podcast where queer questions meet honest chaos.
Yeah, because I'm fucking amazing. I told you that meeting me was going to be the best day of your life, and here we are.
I'm Siren, one of your hosts, and this week is a little different. Wendy brought her friend Helly into the room, and by the end of it, I felt like she'd become one of mine too. Helly's story moves through a Catholic childhood, a gay awakening care of Sandra Bullock, being offered hard drugs by her own family at 14, a coming out that cost her everything, and 7 years of choosing peace over a parent who never chose her back.
Find that purpose, find what calls to you, because I am more me now than I have ever been in my whole life.
I want to be upfront. This episode is emotionally heavy from start to finish. There's a specific content warning later on for drug use and an assault, but even outside of that moment, this one sits in some real and heavy places. Please take care of yourself while you listen. I also talked with Helly about setting boundaries with my own dad this episode. Some of what she said is still sitting with me.
I haven't talked to her in almost 7 years now. Best decision I've ever made in my whole life.
It gets deep, and it also gets really funny, because that's just how we always seem to do things around here. So grab something warm, get comfortable, and as always, go tongue first.
Siren and I have one common theme. In order to find happiness, we had to let go of what we thought life should have been.
This is episode 13, Prime Rib, Choosing Peace, and Setting Boundaries with Geli Jimenez.
Hey, Bodera here. I'm the one juggling guest bookings, the socials, some editing, and apparently now the ads too. Growth. Quick pitch before we get into it. Tongue First After Hours is our Patreon, and it's genuinely worth your $5 a month. That gets you every episode ad-free. $15 a month unlocks our bonus episodes, including the aftercare debriefs. Pillow Talk members get their name read out in the credits of every single episode, plus a little extra chaos just for them. Since I'm the one lining up guests, I'll just say, the Patreon's always the first place to find out who's coming next. I see the list before anyone else does. Check it all out at tonguefirstpodcast.com or the link in the show notes. All right, Helly's in the room, and she's got a lot to say. This one's going to sit with you. Let's go.
It's Wednesday. What do we say about Wednesday, Siren? What do I say about Wednesday?
Hump day?
Yeah. What do we do on Hump Day?
Tacos?
Hopefully.
What the fuck? Y'all don't listen to my fucking lives.
I guess I'm not on Wednesdays.
You fuck the day, you don't let the day fuck you. That's Wednesday's motto.
Oh, I didn't know that was I thought that was every
day.
day's motto.
I mean, that's mostly, but on Hump Day, it's
right.
times two.
That makes sense.
It's times two. Welcome in, everybody. This is Tongue First.
This is the Tongue First podcast.
Welcome in, welcome in. This is episode 13.
13.
Holy shit.
We're at a total of 16 episodes recorded if you include season 0.
Us. My gosh.
Oh my God. And put in the bonus episodes and we're at almost 20 episodes recorded.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll introduce myself first. My name is Siren. My pronouns are she, her. I'm one of the 2 hosts here for Tongue First Podcast. And the other voice you've heard so far is my wonderful co-host.
That's me. My name is Wendy. My pronouns are she, her, and bad bitch. And we do have a guest today.
We do have a wonderful guest.
If you want to introduce yourself.
For sure. Hey, I'm Helly. Pronouns she, her. That's all I got.
Not
That's all we got.
Not bad bitch.
Do you enjoy long walks on the beach?
Anyone seeing the video is going to know right away, so I don't need an introduction.
Oh, I know that's
Shit,
right.
shit.
I know. That's my friend. That's my friend. Okay. So any of you who don't know, Helly is my friend / ex-supervisor as of, what?
Weeks ago? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long. So she left me. She abandoned ship and left me with the riffraff, and I don't appreciate it. I almost quit yesterday.
You almost quit yesterday.
Damn.
I was over it. Like yesterday, I was overwhelmed by a plethora of people and things at work and outside of work. And I was just about to go be a fucking hobo on the beach somewhere and have a mini crash out. But I did not. I digressed and didn't quit my job.
Proud of you.
Thanks. Too bad I don't get paid for this.
You can do hard things.
Yeah. She told me that all the time.
I do tell her that all the time.
Yeah, so does Helly. And I tell people they can do hard things, but then I forget when it comes to me.
That's true.
That I, in fact, as well can do hard things.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I'm
Like
tired of
recover
this.
from that terrible sickness that we both had for the last
Yeah.
like 7 days. I swear to God.
Yeah. If y'all can't tell, I have this raspy, sexy voice. It's because I have an upper respiratory infection that as soon as we got back from Florida, we all almost died
Yeah.
from the Florida plague, apparently. So that is what we've been dealing with.
You know, fun fact, in China, they do saltwater rinses to not get sick. So just put that all up.
Helly knows a lot of fun facts.
I do.
Also.
I do.
Does it count with the ocean?
I don't think so.
Right.
I feel like the
Oh,
ocean has
unfortunate.
like bacteria that survive.
I mean, they do, yeah.
Yeah.
And
like
aliens.
plankton. Aliens?
Fucking look, we've had this conversation. An octopus is an alien. Them
right.
bitches shapeshift. They're smart as hell. They have 3 hearts.
If the men know we can
We can
shapeshift,
they're
going to tell the church.
That's been my stem for like 2 weeks, Ellie. So we were on vacation for our birthday in Florida. We all went. There was about 9 of us that went or gathered because they lived in Florida already. And so there was a plethora of stems that was one of. And then another one was the Missy Elliott. Is it worth it? Let me work. Yeah, whatever she says at that point in time, I was saying it, and so it's everybody else. I feel like there was one more too. Siren, do you remember what it was?
Oh my God.
Remember? It was those 2 for sure. No, they've smoked pot since then. It's fine.
Booby doesn't. Just me.
I mean, you have. I feel like you're one unit. So when I speak to you, it's all together.
I feel
It's
like
the
saying
trifecta.
smoke pot feels like you're my mom in the early 90s.
You smoke pot.
Are you all smoking pot?
You're the hippie lettuce. I tell you, these youngsters and their hippie lettuce.
Meanwhile, my mom was smoking pot like every other day. It's fine.
My parents definitely did. Like, they put a towel underneath the door when they smoked when we were younger. And I'm like, you could fucking smell it. What are you doing? That they weren't very smart, apparently. They didn't know it seeped into your clothes and then right underneath your door.
Yeah.
Helly, do you partake?
Not so much anymore. First person to get me high was my older sister. And I was like 14, 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good times. Good
How
times.
much older was she than you?
What?
How much older was she than you?
5 years.
Okay.
She was a bad influence. She was like, smoke this here pot.
She also offered me another drug. I don't know if I could say it.
You can say whatever. We're not
Well,
censored here.
she also offered me crystal meth. Listen, this
Holy
was like, yeah.
That's a big drop. Okay.
Oh shit! I thought she was gonna say like shrooms or something. She was like,
Right.
meth.
No, because
Wow.
she was a drug addict, right? And so recovering, right? They're always an addict or whatever. But yeah, I was like 14 years old. She had moved out of the house. I was visiting her and she was like, hey, you guys know how like people smoke crystal meth in those, I don't know if you can see it, but like it has the pipe and then the bulb at the bottom.
Huh?
Yeah, it's just like it's a glass. It's like clear
Yeah.
and it has the
So she was
Tell
like,
me
hey,
your sister's an addict without telling me your sister's an addict.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
got high with her, right? And we had a lot of fun. It was like really cool to get high with your older sister, whatever, smoking
You
weed.
smoked crystal meth with her?
Whoa, listen.
Shit, okay.
This is like divine intervention. I'm not even kidding you. And so she offered me the pipe and I was like, what is this? She's like, no, don't worry about it. Just smoke it. And I was like, all right, cool. Cause I'd already had so much fun with the weed. And so I go and the lighter doesn't work. Right. And I'm like, all right, cool. The lighter doesn't work. And then she's like, it's okay. We have a gas stove. So we go to the stove and she like, the stove isn't turning on. So then she finally gets the stove turned on. So first the stove doesn't turn on. So her friend comes over and he lights the stove. And then she puts the glass to the stove and it fucking shatters.
What did she do?
So then they go to the neighbors and they get another Pookie. And she's like, you still want to do it? And I'm like,
Fuck
like,
no.
that was 3 no's right there from,
Right. That was the universe
Like-
saying no. Like a hard no.
I'm good. I'm going to go sit over there.
Oh my
At
God.
14 fucking years old. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I
So-
remember that's crazy. I remember I got peer pressured a lot when I was younger by my siblings because there's so many of us. Like they would do acid and they would all be tripping off acid and they'd be like, Wendy, do some acid with us. And I'm like, fuck no. And they would just be like, come on, you're not cool. And I was like, peer pressure doesn't work on me, bitch. But
I don't
these
even think I
fuckers
knew
try
what
to
it
get me to do
was.
all kinds of shit.
I for sure didn't know what it was. Like, I didn't know the world I was stepping into at that time. And like shit went downhill from there, but yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's
you
crazy
gave
as
us
hell.
a little bit of your story in a message to Wendy
synopsis,
earlier, a little
if you must.
synopsis.
I'm glad you read it because I didn't have time. I just forwarded it right over to you.
My God.
We'll learn together.
We're going to
about
learn
what was
together.
You should have
Some
just
things
been like, read the voice memo in the group chat.
Yeah.
And you would have.
Some things I know already about Helly because we talk.
Sure.
I think we've had more conversations via work Zoom calls when we were hanging out and working, multitasking than
Yeah.
off of, work stuff. So there are some things that I do know.
Gotcha. Well,
That
you
is
had
one
said that
story I did not know.
you were heavily involved in the Catholic Church, and to the point where
Yeah.
you had considered being a nun at one point.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Right,
I did
right.
not know this.
So
How did you not know this?
let's come in
Fucking
to
gay
the story.
nun.
I got to
Whatever.
imagine it happened later than you were 14, but
No. It actually happened before. So, like, number one, my
You want
house
to tell
was
people your ethnicity?
Hispanic, Mexican, Mexican-American, American-Mexican.
It's different. Like when you're white and you say you're Catholic, or when you're Hispanic or Mexican and say you're Catholic, it means
Yeah.
different things.
that's a good
So,
point.
my home wasn't great. So I used to go to my grandma's a lot, right? Like my abuelitas. And me and my cousin used to go to church with her in the morning. And I realized I was gay when I saw Sandra Bullock in Practical Magic. That's how early it was for
That
me.
was your fucking
That-
gay awakening. We talked about this in the podcast. Look, I have a
gosh.
Practical Magic tattoo.
Hey. So yeah, Sandra Bullock. Her. And so I knew I was gay, but
She's
like
aged.
going to a Catholic church, it was like, oh no. And I feel like I have a really close relationship with God, and I felt a closeness to God. Like I felt like that was always a really safe place for me in general. So you can imagine the dynamic of being like Catholic and literally hearing our priest say that gay people are going to hell at church, and being gay and being like, all of my cousins are like, have these crushes on NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. And I'm just like, okay, but what about Christina Aguilera? Well, like,
Mhm.
say it out loud, but I couldn't say it out loud. So it was always something like I kept really close, and everyone around me knew I was gay. Like I wish I had a picture I could just show you guys. You'd be like, girl, you didn't know you were gay.
Isn't it always like that though? The more you don't want someone to know something, it's just apparent. You're like, shh, don't be suspicious.
I tried
Suspicious.
so
Don't
hard to
be
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 straight.
suspicious.
Don't
Don't
be
be
suspicious.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. And then you're like, oh, I look back and you're like, damn, I looked hella gay. Get out of here. So it's like, I was trying not to look gay, but I looked real fucking gay.
Girl, I was trying not to be gay.
See, and
That's
you
a big
have-
difference too. It's a
Yeah.
matter. It's a difference between like hiding it and knowing, and like literally like praying to God, like why the fuck did you make me like this?
I think for me,
Yeah.
if like, oh damn, we're gonna get deep.
You all can connect with that too because, I don't have the big religious thing.
Yeah. To give a background, if you didn't hear on
yeah.
the podcast, I was a youth pastor for 11 years. I worked in like Protestant churches, mostly Presbyterian churches. So what's interesting, and I had a couple questions of a follow up on what you said, because like I don't ever remember, especially when I was working at a church, hearing anybody preach about like gay marriage or homosexuality as a sin. They just avoided the topic. And you heard about it everywhere else that like, well, the loud Christians that are like anti that would be anti that. And you just assume that everybody is. But you had actually heard it from the pulpit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
From the priest. It's kind of like, if you're into religion, it is an interesting story, and it like takes a few turns. But yeah, so like I was an altar server. Me and my cousin were altar servers. Like we literally were like, all right, let's do this. I've read the Bible 7 times. And then I always thought for some reason, and mind you, looking back, I understand, like, I'm super, like, as a kid, I was super naive to a lot of things in life. So, like, I thought you had to be a virgin to be a nun. And going back, like, my sister was a drug addict. She owed people some money and I ended up getting raped, right? And so at that time, my whole world just, like, came crushing down on me because I was like, I've worked so hard to become a nun so that way I don't go to hell and somebody not only like stole my virginity from me, but stole my God from me. And then on top of that, like I had abuse going on at home. I didn't really feel like I had a lot of safe places. I knew like my grandma's house was safe and my aunts and uncles were safe there, but everything else is just like my sister's on drugs, I'm getting abused here. Like there's just a lot of shit going on. And so I was like, I lost God.
Yeah.
I couldn't. And that was such a big event in my life where it's like I kind of gave up almost.
Did you stop going to church, or did you just like... Okay.
I stopped going to church, and then my godmother actually She was a secretary for the church around the time I was supposed to make my confirmation. And she pulled me back and she was like, Mihai, like, you need to make your confirmation. I'm getting you into these classes and you're going to go do it. And so I did. I went to confirmation, got my confirmation. And even during the course of that, I was like, this is my path. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And it feels like a calling. I can't, like, it doesn't feel like, oh, I just have to do this because I'm Catholic. Like, it literally felt like this is where I'm supposed to be. This is home, kind of. And so I did my confirmation and kind of felt like I was making that relationship with God again.
Before we continue, just a quick content warning. The next section of the episode includes conversation about drug use and violent assault that resulted in pregnancy loss. The conversation is honest and at times heavy. Please take care of yourself however you need to. If these topics aren't something you're able to sit with today, feel free to skip ahead about 3 minutes to rejoin the conversation.
And then I started dating this 24-year-old dude and I ended up pregnant. And I was 16 and pregnant. Yeah, I should have called MTV. Missed opportunities.
Bummer.
Such a missed opportunity there.
But
Fuck.
That was the day and age for that.
should have done.
Yeah, it really was.
They wouldn't have taken me though because I told him and he beat the shit out of me and I lost the baby. So that was cool.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Like, this is like...
Do you like how she just like smooshes right over the trauma?
It's like
Oh,
when
do you wanna
Matthew
sit,
told
like-
us that like
Yes!
his like what his mom did, and I was like, is this a bit?
Oh
like
my
what? No.
gosh. No. Are
That's
you
like-
okay?
I am now.
Gee.
But yeah, so I lost the baby. I was like just out of the first trimester too. But anyway.
And you kind of knew you were gay at this point also.
Yeah, like I was trying so hard to be straight. I had lots of boyfriends. I'm sorry guys if you ever hear this. I always knew I was gay and you never had a chance.
None.
Could you imagine if this is how they found out? When they're like scrolling through, oh my gosh, what is this weird podcast? Who is this person?
Come first.
We fucking dated.
Yeah, no. And so that happened and I lost God again. And then I had cancer shortly after that. And then it's like...
Did you lose God in the same way that time? That almost feels like to me,
I
I
don't
would
think I
almost
had-
interpret that as God turning his back on me versus like me doing something to turn my back on God.
I don't think I fully had him back yet. Or him or her. I would say her.
Yeah.
Sorry on my
Right.
Catholics. God is woman. I would say I wasn't fully back yet though. I was almost there, but not quite. And so, yeah, I started partying pretty heavily at that point. And then I had my first kiss with a woman, a girl, who was more age appropriate because 24 and 16, you know, that's a pretty big age gap now that I look back.
Yeah, not real great.
On his part, not mine.
No, yeah, you were a child.
Yeah. I was just looking right? Like I was just looking for some sort of acceptance anywhere I could find it. But yeah, then I kissed my first girl and I was like, it was like the heavens opened up and
Imparted.
I knew that's exactly what I was supposed to do. And then
The heavens opened and parted, and then a rainbow came down.
the rainbow came out and it dropped Skittles all over my body.
It said, "Taste the rainbow."
Oh shit.
Yes. I was like, this is what it's supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to feel like. That this is what I was searching for so long. And then I came out. And yeah, I got kicked out. I ended up staying with another friend. This is my senior year in high school, mind you. So he was cool. He let me stay with him.
What year is this? Just for reference.
2000. Why are you trying to age me?
I'm not. I'm just trying to know. I'm trying to know what culture is
Siren
around
likes
this time.
to know
You know,
timelines.
2000.
I do because like
2007.
culture changes so much. You know what I mean? Like 2006, 2007. That's when I graduated high school in 2006. So like gay was still something that like people would say it all the time as a way to like, you're gay.
Oh yeah.
Oh
And
yeah,
like, you know, like
it's the same as you're stupid or dumb. Oh, you're
Right.
so gay.
Yeah, that's gay.
I'd be like, you're so fucking Brandon. So how do you like that? Bitch.
I denied it. I denied it for so fucking long. So long.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how that
Can you-
all kind of came about.
Can you tell us about this first kiss that like
What was her name?
I got to
What was
imagine
it?
you'd been
Set
like
the stage.
but like
Where
leading
did
up
it
to this
happen?
moment. What was the tension in your soul? Because I got to imagine there's got to be something happening.
So I was actually dating a boy. He was in high school, so it was like more age appropriate at that point. And she actually hit me up and she was just like, you barely started dating him. Let's just see what happens. Come over to my house. And I just did.
Oh,
Yeah, like I just went over there.
ballsy.
Yeah. And one thing led to another and we kissed. And it was just like, it's the only way I can describe it is like everything was right with the world. Period. Sorry.
You're the same as me. I do the same
I wasn't
thing.
going to do it. I wasn't going to say it.
I'll be over here with my emotional support tweezers or my AirPod. And Siren's like, can you stop tapping? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I got the tist. I got the tistic. I can't help it in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. I just found out I was autistic.
Okay.
Cool.
On top of all, like, so this is like...
Oh, no, I didn't find out I was autistic till last year. Like
right. So like 20 years later, after like attempting to get through all of this stuff and finally finding your place and who you are, then that's a whole nother thing on top of it.
I would say maybe. Yeah. I definitely felt like everything that people said was wrong with me my whole life. I was like, it's not wrong. Because like even growing up, you know, when they ask you as a kid, they're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like I just want to like, I was in an abusive household. Like my dad died when I was really young. And for some reason, my mom treated me differently than my other siblings. And I would say...
Were you the oldest?
No, middle child.
Do you think it's because she maybe knew that you were gay?
I don't know what it was. Like, I have theories. I haven't talked to her in, what year are we? 2026? Almost 7 years now. Best decision I've ever made in my whole life. Like, it hurts sometimes, but I'm at peace without that person in my life. But yeah, I forgot where we were going with that.
No, it's okay. I'm 2 years almost not talking to my dad because of the way he's treated, not me as much. He's kind of like whatever when it comes to me, but the way he's treated my kids, one of which was genderqueer herself, and like it was a really it feels it's shitty because even though like I know that it's safe for them, it's like Father's Day comes around and I'm like,
yeah, I don't feel that anymore. Like the first year was probably the hardest, and I still feel like a longing because like that was the only parent I had growing up, right? Like my dad died, he was killed by a drunk driver, which is like a whole nother like can of worms, but. Yeah, my dad died. And so I grew up with a lot of people telling me, like, that's your only parent. That's your mom. You got to be the bigger person. And
can we get out of that toxic shit? Because a lot of people say that. That's your parent. That's your mom. That's your dad. Fuck that shit.
I think
your parent is not bringing, if your parent is detrimental to your mental health, your physical, emotional being, fuck that. Put that boundary up because family is the first one that will push all your boundaries and put you in fucked up situations, just like you said about your sister.
Yeah.
Like that, you know what I mean? Like, same. My sister had me sell crack for her one time because I was living with her for like 2 days. So, and I kept on telling her, no, I don't want to do it. I've never even seen crack. I don't want to touch it.
right.
And she just kept on harping on me. Well, I'm at work. I need you to do it, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And like, I still have like animosity towards her because of that. Because what if I would have gotten in trouble? Like, what if I would have been arrested for that shit? No, it didn't happen, but still you put me in that position to where I could have been in major fucking trouble. This is not pot. This is crack. So yeah, like let's fucking normalize you telling your family to kick rocks.
I think for me, like my main support system was always my dad's side of the family. Right. And like, that's no fault of my mom's side of the family because there was a dynamic that my mom made where she literally told me they didn't love me as much as they would ever love my sister. And so I just grew up thinking they hated me. Now that I'm older, kind of that's something that's gone out the window and I'm trying to figure out how to get closer to them, which they're super open about. And it's kind of a beautiful thing, comes back full circle. But my dad's side of the family, like now that they see, like they were big proponents of be the bigger person. Like that's your only parent because that was my dad. That's the person that they lost. And now I think now that they know a lot more of what happened around that time, they're definitely more so like, fuck her. We're going to jump her. Like,
yeah.
Fight Club. First rule about Fight Club. You never talk about it. Okay. So tell me the process of you like coming out. Like who did you tell first? Like you said you were kicked out, but can you go a little bit deeper into that process and how that all played out?
So the first people who knew were the people who were there, which were friends at the time. And then my cousin, one of my closest cousins, we'll call her V. She knew and they were like super accepting, like, okay, this is who you are, whatever. And to this day, my cousins and my family, my dad's side of the family and even my mom's side of the family outside of probably her are super accepting. If I didn't have that, it probably would have been a lot harder. But when I went home, I was actually shopping with my mom when I came out to her. And I was like, hey, you know, so-and-so, like she dates girls. And my mom was like, yeah. And we're in the frozen food section, mind you, because I knew I had to do it in public. Like,
Okay.
I'm not getting my ass beat. Like, give her a minute to calm down.
Yeah.
And so my mom was like, yeah. And then I like let her take a couple of steps. And I was like, she's my girlfriend in the store at Bailey's. Anybody in Bay, New Mexico knows what Bailey's is. It was a store. It's called the Food Basket now. But she like whipped around. She's like, what the fuck, Angelica? And then she like punched me in my arm. And I was like, okay. And then she was just like pissed the rest of the store. And then we got home. She made dinner. Did we lose somebody?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
I think
No.
Booby's phone dropped.
And
I'm kind of listening.
yeah, so then we got home. My mom had a boyfriend at the time. And she told him, and we were eating dinner, and he was just like, you have a choice. Like, she can be your girlfriend or you can stay here. And I was like, and I looked at my mom, like, mind you, like, there's a whole dynamic where it's like, my dad died and his life insurance money paid off the house. And like, there's contentions between me and my mom about the way that the life insurance money was used because there's some shady shit going on there. I won't go into details, but anyway. And I looked at her and I'm like, waiting for her to say something, like waiting for her to be like, stop, everybody calm down, maybe be a fucking parent. I don't know.
Right. Like, you don't make that decision when it comes to my child. Like, yeah.
And she never said anything. She never said anything. And it was probably like a good 5-minute pause where I'm just like looking at her. He's staring into my soul. And I'm just like, okay, cool. And I bounced. I left. I called somebody and left. That sucked. And
yeah,
ironically, so my sister has a wife now. Several years later. So like
2 gays. Shit.
But when my sister, because my sister has 4 kids, my goddaughter who lives with us, and then my 2 nephews and my other niece. And so she was with a man for a long time. And she had a bunch of boyfriends, obviously, and whatnot. But then, like, me and my wife would, like, go and visit my mom. It's so fucked up. Can you guys, like, bleep out her name if I say it? Because it's so weird to say her mom.
Yeah.
So I'd go and visit, and because I haven't called her my mom in a long time, so I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
No, it's good.
So, like,
Do you want us to make up a new name for her?
Ooh.
Voldemort.
No.
Voldemort!
I wouldn't get her that much info. My middle name used to be my dad's ex-girlfriend's name.
That's crazy as fuck.
Tell me who
Did your mom
That's
know
not
that
a common name. I can't believe that was the one I picked.
That's so crazy.
Anyway.
This is a really weird, quick aside story. Do either of you watch Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon or anything like that?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. So we're rewatching the first season of House of the Dragon right now, which is like the backstory to Game of Thrones. And last night, because Squeezy knows, my other partner knows all of the tidbits. She's read the books many, many times and always drops little hints and like names of places. And I was like, you know what? I know names of things too. And I started naming all the animals and the horses. I was like, that horse's name is Toby. And then one of them was like, this one's name is Princess. And then the guy rides that horse out chasing the princess in the show. And she's just like, Princess, slow down. And I'm like, it was just like the perfect name for the moment. Sorry, it was really wild aside. Anyway.
It's like deja vu, but in a different sense.
Right. It's like, okay.
Anyway. Yeah. Gay.
Tangent about deja vu. Did you just say gay?
Gay.
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 What are you, gay? Yeah. Super gay.
I can say that now. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when me and my wife would go over, we'd be like, literally one time my wife was like, oh, when we have kids, and Francis said, oh, I don't want any more grandchildren. And we're like, my wife, the person she is, she's like, cool, you don't have to have any more. They won't know you. Come down to like several years after that, like 8 years after that, almost, maybe 9. And she's not even in my kid's life.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my sister came out and she fully accepted that.
Your mom fully accepted that? Well, you laid
That's
fucking groundwork. Like you laid all the groundwork, it feels like.
Yeah. But as she said, her mom always treated her weird.
Like,
yeah.
So I will say this, like, I was able to see her be a good mom to my siblings. I never experienced that. Were there good?
Which is so crazy.
Absolutely. Like, there were some good times. I can't take that away, but yeah.
So but when the bad outweighs the good, it's crazy to sit back and watch your mom treat your siblings and be like a good parent to them versus like just treating you like trash. It's crazy.
I think the most ironic thing to me is that, like, we're from a small town, right? Like, Wendy, you know that. Like, I'm from a super small town. And, like, people will be, like, when you go to a small town, people are like, oh, how's your mom? And I'm like, oh, I haven't talked to her in 7 years. She was so good to you. And I'm like, yeah, in public. Like, she always made it a point to, like,
Yeah.
be there in public.
Be extra. Also, how the fuck would they know? You know what I mean? Like, oh, she was so good to you. What, when you saw us out for 10 minutes in passing? Like, okay, well, tell my life that. Good for your wife for being like, yeah, well, whether you like it or not, we're having a child and you don't have to fucking be in their life. So,
Yeah, I think it's so
because the audacity
funny.
of your mom to say that.
It's so funny to think about, like, and Siren, you probably get this more, like, thinking about, like, what was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Yeah.
You know? Because you're like, how many chances did I give you? And then it just comes to a point where you're like, I can't anymore.
It was like with me, it was my kids. Like I'll deal with anything. Like if I have to go see him, like if for instance, recently my brother had a first birthday party for his daughter, my niece, and I was planning on going and bringing the kids. I hadn't even thought of the fact that my dad would be there. And then like the day before, my mom mentioned something about like, hey, I can take the kids if you want to just like drop them off with me so you don't have to deal with all of that. And I was like, all of what? And I was like, oh, fuck, all of that. And I was like, honestly, I don't give a shit if I see him. Like I can ignore him. It's like I don't want that energy around my children. So that was the straw for me for sure.
But that's
what was it for you?
My wife and I we did IVF to have my son. And the first time that we did it, she miscarried. And so I actually called Voldemort and I was like, hey, my wife just miscarried and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be strong. I don't know how to be, you know, supportive. Like I already knew what she was going through. I'd miscarried before. And I'm like, I don't know how to be strong. And her response was, it wouldn't have happened if you were the one who was trying to get pregnant. And I couldn't believe it. Like, I was just like, what? And we stayed on the phone talking about, like, I kind of changed the subject after that. And we were talking about other stuff. And then I sat there for a couple of days. I didn't tell my wife for a few days. Like, this happened on like a Wednesday or Thursday. And finally, I think it was Saturday morning, which is kind of insane because me and my wife talk about everything right away. We can barely keep secrets from each other. And like we were just chilling in bed and a Saturday morning. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday, but it was a weekend morning. And I was just like real casual. I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, I'm never talking to Voldemort again. And so we had that whole conversation and she pried it out of me why. And my wife lost her mom when she was an adult. And so like, obviously, Voldemort and I had like tats, whatever you want to call them, like fights before where I was like, I don't want to talk to her anymore. I don't want to talk to her. And my wife was like, she's your mom. Like, you never know when you're going to lose her.
My ex was the same person.
Yeah.
In that respect. There were so many moments I was like, I'm done. I was like, if my dad or my mom, it was my mom at the time too. I was like, if she's not going to put in the effort to like maintain the relationship, like a parent is supposed to do, like, I can't do it anymore.
And for my wife, that was also, she was like, okay, cool, we're done. And so I actually sent her a text message. I know, we broke up over text. And I was just like, please don't answer me, but you need to know this. And I just laid it all out. Like, this is what you did. This is what I told you. This is what you did. I can't do this anymore. Like, I need space. And of course she responded. And for me, I was like, okay, that's a huge violation of that boundary. But ever since then, like, I see her at the kids stuff. Like my sister obviously has like an army of children. So I see her, but I'm just like, hey, keep it cordial and then move it along. My son doesn't know who she is and he won't ever know who she is as far as I'm concerned.
See, that's like the egg donor. Because Nita, my sister, lives with my actual birth giver. And Nita is my sister, for all those who don't know that. And she doesn't even fucking exist to me. Like, I don't even say hi. Like, I don't. Like, I just don't. Because you had a long time to come back into our lives and you didn't. And even when there was like a year after when my mom died of cancer that my aunt gave her my phone number without asking my permission. And she fucking called me and then referred to herself as my mom. And I was like, my mom fucking died. I was like, you're not ever going to disrespect her by calling yourself my mother. And there was like a small window of opportunity that she had for me to see if like she's going to stop drinking and doing the shit that she had been doing to not have, to not be in all 5 of our lives of my biological siblings. And my one boundary that I laid down is that you don't call yourself my mom. And she would always leave voicemails on my phone and be like, "This is mom, I mean Cindy." And every single time I'm like, "Bitch, you know exactly what you're fucking doing."
Oh yeah, she knows exactly what she's doing.
Have I ever called you fucking mom? Like, I've been in another person's care since before I was 2 years old. Like, you have not heard me as a toddler since 2. I don't know what I called you then, probably raggedy hoe, but whatever. I digress. But it was like that one little boundary that I placed and was like, don't do that, because I had a mom that raised me and treated me and my siblings like her 4 own that she birthed. And you don't get to call yourself that because you haven't been in my life. And like, I don't go stay the night with my sister in Tennessee when I go to Tennessee because she's there. I'm not going to be uncomfortable being at your house for a night. So I don't stay
Right.
the night there. Normally I would go hang out with her, stay the night, whatever. But since she's there, I won't do it. And she doesn't exist to me. I don't even acknowledge her. I honestly tell Nita to step on her oxygen tube.
My gosh. Well, I was about to ask if, like, for some advice for anybody going through this, but maybe not step on the oxygen tube as advice. But I mean, maybe that is the advice.
Kick her over in her walker.
No, but if someone's listening right now and like maybe at a point of like consideration, like thinking about setting up boundaries like that with their parents, what's like a piece of advice that y'all would give them on, like, I don't know, maybe how you do it differently or something like that?
Yeah. You just have to protect your peace. Like, if someone's constantly like crossing a boundary that you place for them and you're asking them and you're being polite and they're constantly doing it, or just like the sheer hatefulness and just what Helly's mom said to her after they lost a baby.
Yeah.
You take that opportunity when someone is telling you something tragic that's fucking happened and they're devastated and you say some just hateful shit. I mean, I'm proud of you for doing it. Because, like, you're hurting yourself by holding on to that person in your life to set yourself up for always getting responses like that. Because she's probably not going to ever change.
No, I doubt it. I would say, Wendy, number one, take your own advice in other aspects of your life. But also, I would tell
Don't fucking shots fired at me, motherfucker.
I would tell anybody listening.
Preach.
It doesn't matter the person and who they are in your life, but when somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
I remember reading somewhere, I think it was Richard Rohr. Do you know Richard Rohr? You ever heard of that name?
No.
Why does it sound
He's
familiar?
an author.
Is he gay?
I've talked about him before. He's a Catholic Franciscan friar.
No, I have no idea who that is.
Not me going and getting my Mother Teresa journal out.
Well, no, so that's that, because I know you had that connection. So I thought maybe you might have heard the name, but I'm sure other people have said this before. But he was the first person that I was reading or listening to on a podcast or something like that. He said the way that someone treats something, like one person in their life, is the way they treat everybody. So like if you see someone like a parent or someone, whatever is going on, and they're treating other people like shit and you're like, man, they don't treat me like shit, maybe pause and like think like maybe I'm like a little blind to it. Maybe I'm a little like backed up to it. But like the way that someone treats someone is the way they treat everybody, whether or not they're as forward and open about it. It's just so like, it's not that it's in their nature, because people can grow and change. But I don't know, setting those boundaries and giving them that space. You don't have to be the punching bag, you know, you don't have to be the person they heal against. So
it gets to be like a fine line, you know, when giving people grace and putting situational things in place. Like I do believe that people can change if they really want to. I believe that, like, and it's hard to get your mind set into something different when you're trying to heal and change and get over your trauma, because I've done that. And that was the hardest shit I've ever had to do. And I still struggle with not reverting back to like thinking things or like going to old trauma responses or, you know, toxic responses. But I just think of the fact that is it going to be hurtful or helpful? It's going to hurt the situation by reacting in that manner.
I think the best piece of advice anybody ever gave me in my life was you can either be who you are because of somebody or in spite of somebody. And every day you get the chance to choose. And kind of looking at that as like, you see people who go through trauma and they blame everything on their trauma. Like, oh, I fucking can't read because, you know, I'm traumatized or whatever. And it's like, I went through so much shit in my life. Not only like, even when we lived in Indiana, like, you know, Wendy, I was like, dude, is this fucking normal? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, nah, that's not normal, bro.
Yeah.
Like, shit that would happen.
Real quick for background, how far do you guys go back? because I think you told me once, but just so that, because I thought it was, Wendy, you had been at this job that you're at now for like a year.
Almost a year. But no, I've known Helly we've known each other since when?
I came back
2018.
in 2018, so.
Yeah,
so it would have been 2018.
It would have to be 2019, right? 2019, 2020?
No, because I came back in 2019. So it would have been 2018, 2019. I don't know when you started. I don't remember. I didn't write it down in my journal. Wendy Reeves started this morning.
Wow. You should have, because you were like, that gay is cool as a motherfucker. Now look at us. Well, I worked at Geico for 7.5 years. Helly was a supervisor there. Wasn't really my supervisor. Supervised us for like 2 weeks. But you see other supervisors there and we would chit chat. So it's been a little while that we've known each other. I would say.
You do the math.
It's going on like.
Well,
I'd
2019 would be 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
It's to be.
It's going on a little while. But here's the thing though. We weren't like besties like we are now. So we were like acquaintances, checking on each other and Snap. Hey, how's it going, buddy? How's the wife? How's the kiddo? And keep it pushing. And we've really gotten to know each other more working together in the last almost year. Yeah. I would say. Helly, would you agree?
Yes.
And she found out more and more how fucking cool I am.
I can literally hear the tone of your voice and I know if I'm going to be disappointed or not.
I can feel the coolness coming off of you.
She's saying that now, but she knows I'm cool as fuck. And we make each other cackle, so that's fun. That's always fun.
I'm funny as hell.
Funny as hell. Also gives really good advice. Is super smart. Why are you laughing? What's happening?
You gotta. I was gonna bite my tongue. I can't. You're chewing into the microphone. Oh my god, the mouth noises. I'm dead. I can't
Jolly
do
Rancher gummy right now. No. And Siren's going crazy. Hold on. Let me swallow this. Let me swallow.
With your damn mouth closed.
It's so tasty though.
Look at how red my cheeks.
And then I'll put my headphones back on.
So look how red my cheeks got.
They are
Yeah, because you're chewing like a fucking cow.
I could hear it while you were telling the story. You were like.
But I was talking and chewing. Sorry, my bad. I usually don't chew.
No, it's normally in a FaceTime. It's fine.
Yeah, my bad.
You're just like high fidelity audio in my eardrums.
Can you repeat everything you said without the candy in your mouth?
ASMR.
No, it's fine. We'll leave it.
What were we talking about? About how cool I am. Cool.
Yeah. No, about how you guys met, which is really interesting. Then we were also, to bring it back from that, we were talking about advice for people who are setting up boundaries with toxic people in their life.
Oh, yeah.
Ellie's very level-headed and gives me a lot of good advice. And like, she's a straight shooter. So
I give everybody good advice. Whether or not they take it is up to them. But when they don't, they fail. So
that's so fair.
But I always I just look at Helly. She said this to me earlier. I can already tell I'm going to be disappointed. I was like, damn, okay. But she'll do that to me often when I'm having a conversation. But she gives good advice. And she's also good about telling you like good qualities about yourself and what you need to like look at and listen to, and very intelligent and just very level-headed when it comes to things. When I want to crash out, she'll be like, maybe not crash out. And I'll be like, but just a little bit.
I want you to put all those bullet points as the caption, just like Helly is.
It sounds to me as an onlooker now like a new face in this friendship. It does sound like, Helly, you've had a big impact on Wendy in a good way.
Yeah, she's been like my biggest supporter with like work and like learning new things. And she's a great supervisor, a great leader, because not only do I know her in passing, but also I can be like, I didn't like how you said that. It hurt my fucking feelings. And she'll be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I was just telling you. I was like, well, say it nicer next time. And she'll be like, my bad. And then I'll be like, I need to hear good things about me. And then she'll be like, you're killing it. And I'm like, well, you said that one wrong thing that I did. So now that's all I can fucking think about. And she's just like, be fucking for real. And I'll tell you.
Do this.
If you were fucking up, I'd tell you. So.
But I think that's like vice versa though, right? Like obviously friendships go two ways.
Yeah.
Well, it's not all me. I mean, I'm not great at saying good things. And Wendy, you know that. So when I will only say what I mean, period. Yeah. And I've probably thought about it very quickly. So,
y'all are both real similar in that respect.
Yeah, we are. I think that's why we get along well, because we are a lot similar.
Yeah.
I think though too, like you don't realize, Wendy, like even in indie, like albeit we were acquaintances, you were like a safe place for me to be like, dude, the fuck going on here? Like this is like
Yeah.
Is this the 1920s? I don't understand. I can't compute.
People are following you because you're gay, and I'm like, yeah, it fucking happens. They'll just be
Yeah.
staring at you. Like,
And I was like,
she's like, no, this is not normal. I was like, well, it's kind of normal to me.
you went to where
And-
after dark? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Legit.
And yeah. So it's a good growth to a slow burn relationship, I think.
It sounds like it. Wendy's
But it kind of
looking
goes back
for
to
a
like everything
polycule.
happens for a reason, right? Like Siren, you're here for a reason.
Did you just hear what this bitch said?
No.
She said that shit so smooth. She was like, she's been looking for a polycule.
I mean, you have been looking for a polycule here, huh? No, which is really funny. I was going to tell the story at some point. I knew it was going to come up, but Squeezy, one of my partner I've been with for like 2.5 years now. I was also her supervisor. Not as long, but like 1.5 years. I was her supervisor, and then I switched stores to a different district, and it like we were just friends for a while. But we had become really close friends in that time that I was her supervisor, and like we speaking of House of the Dragon comes up again. When that first came out, my sister had just moved to Colorado. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I was like so just like alone with people because like so many people in my life before that had like blocked me out. And like being a trans woman, Squeezy is out as a trans woman as well. A lot of people don't realize that she is, but anyway, it's someone safe to talk to. And being her supervisor was like, there was this, for me, like outwardly, I had to, I still had to keep that arm's distance as like, I'm a friend, but I'm not like a friend because like, I'm your supervisor, you know. But once I moved and I was like, hey, I need to maintain this relationship. Like, I want you in my life, at least as a friend. It took like 2 months and then we started dating. So you got another, what, like month and a half?
Yeah. And then we'll be dating.
So sorry, monogamous here.
Okay.
Monogamous
fair.
also.
Girl.
Yeah.
We're not each other's types. It's a bromance.
It's a bromance, for sure.
Fuck, there was something I was going to say while you were saying that. I had something so witty in my head.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That I was going to say.
I'm so sorry.
Fuck.
It's gone weird. It'll come up like randomly, Ahorita. Ahorita means in a while.
You're right, it will.
I know it will. No, but I think that's like, as a supervisor, because as soon as Wendy came over, I was like, delete you off my...
Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is that, like, just because we're cool, like, as soon as she was my supervisor, bye, Snapchat, and I was like, bitch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just, like, no more social media, you know, so, which is understandable, but I'm like, damn, we were already, like, we've been cool since goodbye. And then, you know, when we're in our group meetings, there's another gay, so I'm like, when all three of us are in there at one time, I'm like, gay!
Oh my God, my wife would be like, I'd be like texting you and her, and Ma would be like, who's texting? Who are you texting? I'd be like, my lesbians.
My lesbian.
That's gotta feel really good to have a little pod at work. That's definitely
yeah,
like
because we were like, fuck yeah, let's go gays, let's go lesbians.
So you know how I was telling you that the company that I worked for previously, I was like, there's no pride anything happening here.
Yeah.
Right? Like as soon as I came over to this new company, it was like pride everywhere.
Oh, that's
Gay
awesome.
everywhere. Nice. I love that. Because today's the first day that's not Pride Month anymore.
Yeah, but it's my birthday month, so basically the same thing.
True.
I had to take, speaking of pride ending and working for a corporation that used to be super pride and isn't anymore, I was the one that had to take down the pride flag hanging in the Starbucks that I worked at that had been hanging there for 17 years.
Wow.
When the company was like, take them down.
Yeah, you told me this story. That's fucking heavy.
Yeah.
Just think about how like disheartening that would have been that you had
I would have quit. Honestly, I'd have quit.
I was so close. Close. I had a conversation with my boss's boss about it. Babe, okay,
if
talk
we
about something
have
else then.
one
Stop me.
episode where we're not crying. No, come back.
Take a breath.
Come back. I always say, bitch, don't cry.
Rub your earlobes.
You gotta rub your earlobes? Okay, see, Helly knows a lot of, like, voodoo Mexican shit because she'd be like, rub an egg on it, bitch.
What?
And I'm like,
That feels racist.
I learned this from Bad Boys.
From Bad Boys. I'll be like, I need your fucking egg cleanse. I need your abuela to come over here and fucking cleanse me because my life is shit.
You still gonna use it.
I know.
And at this point, are you inviting it back?
I'm gonna rub an egg on me later. It's fine.
Well, you have to make sure it's room temperature, first of all. But anyway.
That's true. We had a whole conversation about this.
I had a conversation with my boss's boss, so the district manager for the Starbucks that I worked for, and they were like sweeping Starbucks and taking them down everywhere. This whole district was taking them down. The whole region was like sending stuff out about it. Meanwhile, like the Reserve Roastery in Seattle was actively flying one out front, like a massive one, but whatever. They didn't. I had to take this down like 2 weeks before Pride started, talked to my district and told her that I was like, this message that this sends is crazy. Like, this is like, why are we... That's been hanging there for so long. This is the first flag, Pride flag. I started working in this store not this long ago, but 17 years when that store opened, it was the first Pride flag that I'd seen anywhere, like ever hanging.
That's
and I was like,
true though. Yeah, because Starbucks, I always felt, I was like, oh, they hire people with tattoos and they wear
Yeah.
fucking beanies and
yeah,
they have Pride stuff. So yeah, like for you to, because I was thinking about that when you were just talking about, like, yeah, that is their first place. And I was like, oh, okay, they're all inclusive.
yeah. I was in college when they built it, and I saw the flag there, and now, 30, I was at 32, 33, and I transitioned. I had left the church already and needed a job and started working there as a supervisor. And taking that down, she told me, and she was a Black woman, she told me that it doesn't matter what people have hanging outside, it's the energy that comes that you come into this place and experience. She said, as a Black woman, they can say whatever they want on the door, but you still come in and you feel treated differently. And she uses this as like basically saying that it doesn't matter what you say or put it, like the sign doesn't matter. It's what you do. So I looked at her dead in the eye and I was like, what do you think the message behind, like the message you're saying with me taking that flag down in front of a store full of customers because I was being yelled at by corporate that we can't fly it there anymore? What message did that say? And she looked at me and she was like I had struck a chord with her. I know I had. And I think we were both in tears by the end of that conversation. But it's got to feel really good to have a core network of people that you can trust at work.
I think that's like one of the things, like as a supervisor, I've always tried to just make it a safe place for people to come to me. Number one, like before the job, before anything else, like we're all human and we should treat each other with respect and dignity. And just because you're going through it doesn't mean that I have to be disrespectful or harp on you even more if you're having a hard time outside of work. Cause like a lot of people be like, oh, leave it at the door. That's a huge corporate thing, right? Like leave it at the door, but you can't always leave it at the door. Like your 100% is going to be different every single day, period. Like my 100% today is going to be different than my 100% tomorrow, but just give me what you got and I'll figure out a way to fucking work with it. But kind of going back to your story there, Siren, I don't think that a lot of people realize how hard it is to be part of the alphabet mafia and wonder is this a safe place or not? So small things like a pride flag or like
because it's so invisible.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Here in Tucson, they have like little stickers that businesses will put on their business and it's like, this is a safe place. And so it's like, I know if I go into this business, like nobody's going to question if I'm going into a women's restroom. Like I'm not going to worry about.
Or if they do, if someone present there does, the place that you're at, they have your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I don't think that people realize how much thought goes into planning a dinner, right? Like I want to go have dinner with my family. Where am I going? Who are the owners? Do they have fucking social media posts? Like Arizona is a very gun-friendly state. I have guns.
I have guns.
I love my guns, but people automatically assume that because I'm gay.
I need to love on my guns a little bit.
People automatically assume because I'm gay and progressive that I don't, or that I don't believe in hunting and fishing. And I'm like, bro, this is literally a fishing shirt. BT dubs.
I think I have 10, 11 fishing poles in like my foyer area.
Yeah, so like all the stereotypes that people have, it's like you're wrong. Number one, and number two, I will fucking fight you and fuck you up. I guarantee the rage in this little body. I will.
Y'all done heard what she'd been through, huh?
Super Smash Bros. Your tall ass. If I have to, it is what it is.
Can we bring it back to that really quick? Some of the stuff that you've been through. Because you went through this real period of darkness, like loss, trauma, all the like substances all around you, like all these relationships, like not just like intimate relationships, just relationships with all the people around you. What was the thing that finally made you decide it was time to find yourself again and like push into that and be who you are now? So
I was in a relationship. I had moved to a different city in New Mexico. And I was in a relationship at that time where.
What year?
What was it?
Sorry, if you know what year about.
Shit, everything kind of blurs together. I think it was like 2009, 2010-ish, maybe. Yeah.
21, 22-ish.
20, 21
Okay.
age, 19, 20. Let's say 19 to 21. Anyway,
Okay.
but yeah, so I lived in a different city in New Mexico and nothing felt right. I was with a woman at the time. It just wasn't right. And she thought I was cheating on her. I wasn't. And I think just kind of like being in that situation, I knew I was super unhappy. Like I just couldn't find happiness. Like I was trying to be happy. I was successful at presenting myself as happy. I'm pretty sure. Like nobody knew what was going on internally. Probably not even her. But it was just like fucking chaos. And so one day I had her phone and I saw her Facebook messages and she was messaging another female saying that they were going to meet up or whatever. And I was like, cool, you're the one cheating on me. And I bounced. I just left. Like I fucking Wendy Reeved goodbye her.
Do you do that in Zoom calls too?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, she
That's
does.
hilarious.
It's no longer an Irish goodbye. It's a Wendy Reeves goodbye.
And I'm not. I don't like to talk. I like to listen.
Yeah.
Like right now is pretty masky.
You're doing a good job of sharing your story. I feel like you've been able to articulate it well, and I've been enjoying the conversation.
Yeah, because I'm fucking amazing. I told you that
You're amazing.
meeting me was going to be the best day of your life, and here we are.
You did.
Helly's
I like that
very
confidence when
humble.
someone comes into my room and is like, "Oh my god, you're so pretty." I'm like, "I know."
I know.
Like I know. Like
I know.
whatever.
It's always the short mass lesbians that got 6'2" energy, and baby, we got it.
Wendy, I thought you were at least
confident.
like 5'10" before
And-
we met.
You thought I was at least 5'10"?
At least.
Ooh, how tall do you think I am? She's
I feel like you're put on the spot.
now that I know you're short.
Okay, ask me again at the end. Let's finish the episode and maybe I'll get some more. I'll try to pick up on some more energy in terms of height.
All right.
Okay, fine. I'll answer. I feel like that's rude to make me to. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Let's say 5'9", 5'8".
Let's go with that. Let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Helly's shorter than me.
Shorter than you? Oh
I'm
my
5'2"
gosh.
and a quarter. The quarter counts.
5'3" and a quarter. 5'2" and a quarter. Okay.
Mm-hmm. My wife
She's
didn't
like
want to date me.
5'3". Okay.
My wife didn't want to date me
Because you were short?
I'm short, yeah, and
That's
young.
crazy. And you?
Tell
She's like
me about meeting your wife. Is that
significantly
something that
older than me.
that was like a shift in like your
Is this an
life?
age gap relationship? How come I don't know this?
Dude, she's like old. No, we joke about that. She
What's
actually
her
is the
what's her
same age as
phone
my
number?
sister. So she's 5 years older than me. I don't know if she'd want me to say that, but I'm saying
That's
it now.
not much of an age gap.
So
I would
she's
say.
44.
No. How old do you think I am?
30.
37.
44 minus 5.
36. 36 or 37.
I think Helly wouldn't tell us how old she was either. I know her birthday is in July. I think it's like the 16th, isn't it? Fuck
Nope.
you.
You could try, but again, married.
Married.
So that means you're 36 and you're about to turn 37? No?
I think you're 39.
No.
35, about to turn 36.
What? Wow.
I'm an
See,
old
I was
soul.
mathing over here the whole time because
thought
I'm thinking
maybe
in
when you
relation to
said-
my age.
That's why I was gearing it towards. That's what I was thinking. But when you
No,
said
she's
5 years
younger.
older, I was like, oh, okay, maybe your wife is like, my age. No,
Mm-mm.
even younger.
Yo.
Babies. She
But-
robbed the cradle.
She
With
rocked
you.
it. She be rocking it all the time.
But we weren't talking about this. Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm-
you stepped.
I actually thought I would never get married. Like even when we like moved in, at one point I told her like people who get married are pendejos, like they're stupid. I would put a big P on my head, like.
Yeah.
So she graduated with my sister. So fun fact, she had perfect attendance her entire school history.
How the hell did she do that? What sort of
13
trickery?
years of fucking perfect attendance. And so
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Was she a
13 years.
robot?
13 years.
She don't
And
get
so
sick.
whenever my sister was graduating, like all I see on the billboard at school is congratulations, Rihanna Garcia, 13 years of perfect attendance. And I was like, ugh, what a freak.
What a loser.
So you're literally staring at her name every day. For
The world was manifesting that shit.
Oh my
But
God.
and then she actually was my sister's neighbor for a little bit. And so like I would go visit my sister and the kids and she would see me and like wave or whatever. And then she was the teaching assistant at my goddaughter's school. So like life kept doing this to us and we kept ignoring it, I think. But when my goddaughter was in preschool, my wife was a teaching assistant, not for my goddaughter's class, but for a different class. And I would just go pick up my goddaughter. And so she would see me picking up my goddaughter. Obviously, that's sexy.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Abby.
And then like that same year, we landed at the same New Year's Eve party. Now, mind you, around that same time, I had 2 phones because I was doing my thing. Leave
I
one
got
phone.
2
leave one.
phones, one for the plug and one. Okay.
Yep. But like, I would give people different phone numbers depending on what I wanted from them. Anyway, at this New Year's Eve party, there was a girl giving lap dances in the living room. It was a house party. And I see my wife and she's like, oh my God. She's just like fucking perfect, right? Like she was wearing these tight pants, just like fucking utter perfection. And I hit my cousin because my cousin was like sitting next to me and I'm like, I need to know her. And my cousin's like, Helika, shut the fuck up. You're an idiot. And I'm like, nah, I need to know her. And so drinks are flowing, whatever. She goes outside and she's with her best friend and I go up to her. And mind you, at that time, nobody was telling me no. Like I don't know if it was my confidence, my charisma, or what the fuck it was, but nobody was telling me no.
So not getting shot down at all.
Not at all. And so I go up to her and I'm like, hey. And she looks at me like this. Not a fucking word.
Oh, shit.
Not one word. And I was just like, fuck it, whatever. There's a girl giving lap dances in the living room. I'm going to have fun with the rest of my night. So I went back to the living room and she denies that to this day.
That didn't happen?
Yeah. She's like, no, I don't remember that. I'm like, I fucking remember. Even my cousins are like, no, that.
Like, you don't remember you swerved the fuck out of me?
Okay. How tall is she? Is she much taller than you?
She's like 5'4"-ish, 5'5".
Okay. So she couldn't have like just like swung over and like not seen you.
I mean, she was in heels.
Oh shit! She could have just swung around and not caught a glimpse of you. No, she couldn't. There are only
No,
two
she made
instances.
eye contact. Fucking made
Oh, shit.
But yeah, so after that, we friended each other on Facebook. I don't remember who sent what invite, but we were just kind of like commenting on each other's posts and shit. And she'll tell you I annoyed the shit out of her, but she ended up being the one to DM me.
Okay.
Oh, you were playing hard to get.
No, I was just playing.
You're just being a brat, and she's a brat tamer type deal going on here.
Shit.
But yeah, like, dude, I don't think anybody realizes, like, I mean, without getting too mushy, my wife is fucking amazing. Like, there's, God, when I think about everything that she is and everything that she embodies, like, she is the most fucking beautiful person, beautiful soul I've ever met. And she just, like, she walks into a room and I can literally just feel all the worries of the world just melt away. That's it. Like, she's
And you've been married for 14 years now. Or you met 14
We've
years ago?
been together for 14 years.
Okay.
We've been married since 2014. So it'll be 12 years this year in December.
12 years. Congratulations.
That's so cute.
Thank you.
I love that for you. The peace that she brings you. And Helly always talks good about her.
Like truly Mexican wife. I got 3 squares. This house isn't a
That's
prison,
awesome.
but I got 3 squares a day.
Yes.
She'll bring it to me. Like, but she's an amazing mom too. Like, she's an amazing partner. But I think just being able to like see how she is with my son, like, solidifies how amazing she is. Because like my son reminds me so much of me at his age. Mind you, I wasn't nonverbal, but he is. And like, but he and I have like a lot of the same tendencies. And like just being able to see her love him and teach him where like certain things happen. And I'm like, oh. At first I would be like, are you going to beat him? Because that's what I was used to as a kid, right? Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
like don't beat him. Like, tell me it's okay. Like, we worked through a lot of trauma of mine at first, just because I thought like, oh my God, are you going to beat him? I don't, and she's never
Oh shit.
laid a hand on him, but like just seeing her and it just keeps getting better. Like, you guys ever been a part of something and you're like, when does the other shoe drop?
Yeah.
Like, when does
No.
Right now.
No, yeah. That's what happens in life all the time. As soon as something good happens, I'm like, something's gonna fucking ruin this. Just because it seems like there's like moments of happiness, but not like consistent happiness. And that sucks.
Yeah.
But I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think indie took its toll on us, but at the end of it, it made us stronger. And I'm still waiting for the shoe to drop. And it hasn't. Almost 14 years later.
It's beautiful.
I was such a
Yeah.
baby
Yeah.
when we got married.
When you talk about her, I feel the desire. Like, I feel the yearning, which is really, it's really beautiful. There's one thing, like, as someone who, like, I was married for 10 years ish to a woman. I was pretending to be a man this whole time. And, I think our relationship was rather sapphic energy based. I mean, we were like, I think she U-hauled to me within like a month and a half, and we were married within 2 years. I mean, there was other trauma that we worked through there, and like we have 2 kids. that we now co-parent. And I'm really thankful for her as a co-parent. But I'll tell you, like, I think watching my current partner, both partners right now, the way they interact with my children is one of the most beautiful things about them. Like, just being able to like see the growth and the love and the joy and like the breaking of fucking cycles. God, let's break those cycles. So I don't know, it's beautiful. You like this feels like I mean, I'm sure there's still hard things, but
I mean, life can be hard, right? Your marriage doesn't have to be. Like we literally talk about everything. Sometimes I'll just look at her and be like, "Okay, I'm done," and like walk away. But that's the autism.
sure.
Tis the tism, my lord.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just a matter of like, sometimes I can't find the words to describe it verbally. And so you got to write it down, you know? Like I've written her so many love letters because there's things that like I can't even articulate, but I know I can write them down and kind of show her that way. But it still doesn't suffice. So yeah. Cool.
I love you, Wendy.
I love you too. Did you feel like I needed some extra love?
Yeah, just a
it's
little
cool. It's cool. Look, the other day my co-star said that the friends that you meet this year will be the love of your life.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I think that's true because there's like, and I've told both of you this. Honestly, I've told Helly this. Like, I've cried and been like, I just turned 45. I want my person. Like, I feel like I'm at that place in my life where I'm like, fuck, I should have already had like 10 years strong with someone now. And it makes me sad to think about it that I don't have that. And I'm not, because I just wanted, like, if someone asks you, like, what do you want in life? Like, I want to be able to like take care of myself and grow, in every aspect of myself. And I just want a little family because, with not having parents and like your family is divided and you're not really close with your siblings because, addiction, life, they don't respect boundaries, they don't believe in therapy or medicine. I just wanted like something that was going to stay and that was mine and that I could protect. And I haven't had that to date yet. I've had brief moments of that. And when I think about it, it makes me extremely sad.
I think though that like, look at Siren and I have like one common theme, and it's that in order to find happiness, we had to let go of what we thought life should have been, right? So like, my wife is not my type at that time. Like she wasn't, and this isn't a life. I never thought I'd be married. Barely thought I would have kids. I for sure didn't think I would live past 25. But once you let go of what you think life should be and start accepting things that are kind of out of the ordinary, I think that's when life really happens.
And you're like over a decade into life really happening. That's beautiful.
I mean, I think when I try to be like optimistic about things, because if I sit and think about like all the shit that has happened that has really hurt me in my life and how many people I've lost and all the shit that I've been through, I wouldn't get up. You know what I mean? I wouldn't get out of bed. And so if you asked me 2 years ago where I would be at currently in this like state, it wouldn't be a podcast. It wouldn't be streaming on TikTok. It wouldn't be having all these new beautiful friendships with people that I have. So I really try to have brief moments that I'm upset and just in my feelings about it, but that is few and far in between. And you both know this. I don't get down a lot on myself, and I try not to stick in the moment of things. I try to be very positive about it and focus.
And you don't throw it on other people either when you are in that moment.
No.
But also on the other side, nor do you close yourself off completely.
No, I'll definitely, and thank you, because I worked really hard on that. But it's like, I'm so like go with the flow when it comes to things. And I used to be so uptight before I got on Lexapro and when I was being cheated on by my first wife, that like I wanted to control everything. Like, the fucking remotes better be right next to each other in height order. Don't move anything. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't control her cheating on me. So I was like, I'm going to control the money, the house, the da-da-da-da-da. And it turned into like this OCD shit. And then, when I let that shit go and got on Lexapro, and I'm like, I still am particular about some things, but I'm so easy and go with the flow. Like, you won't hear me a lot be like, nah, I don't want to do that. It's just like, okay, yeah, cool, let's do it. Unless I really feel strongly about the situation that I'm in.
Like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, fuck that.
Eesh.
Yeah. doesn't belong. No hot pineapple. But I try to just focus on like what's good in my life, and I try to exude kindness for other people, but you could still fuck around and find out. Just because I exude kindness doesn't mean you're always going to get that version of me if you come at me in a fucked up way, or if you're a troll on the internet, because I'll your mom you to death. But I like to see like all the good things I have in my life, and not focus so much, because I do have a lot of good things going on in my life, and I'm appreciative for that and the people that are in my life. And TikTok is the best thing that's probably happened to me when it comes to it, because I have a lot of people telling me how much good like my platform brings them peace, and like they look forward to me. I brought their mental health score up from a fucking 5 to an 8 just by sitting in my live, and like, so I can't be upset about life when I have people telling me on a regular basis I'm like saving them.
Yeah. You got to believe it at some point that you're awesome.
Maybe I'm meant to be single the rest of my life. Who knows? But I'm at a place where if I am, I'm okay with it. And there was a long time where I was not okay with being by myself. Like I hated the thought of being by myself. And now I've done it, and I've lived alone. I've done all the things, and I'm okay with it. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I'm okay.
Feels like a big energy, maybe not shift, but that feels like you're planting a flag in something.
Yeah. I think the more stuff doesn't go my way, or how I thought it would go, or how I would like it to go, the more I'm just like, I can't stress about it more than I already am, or be more sad about it than I already am, because I'm already going through it. So if it's just like kind of it is what it is till it ain't anymore, you just go with it. If something bad happens, well, that's life. It happens. But if something good happens, fuck yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
It's a shift to like being in the moment, as like an acceptance of like even the shitty parts. Like you can't have good without shit. Like you have to have the bad moments to find the good moments. Like
yeah.
Helly, you talked a lot about going through like the hard stuff, like at the end of high school into like moving to a different city and like all that stuff. I feel like we're summarizing right here. All the stuff like that brought you into this relationship, but that moment of like saying no and stepping away. And like this acceptance of what we have. You went through the hard shit to get to the good shit, and it's going to continue in that cycle. And the sooner we just like love whatever it is, we don't have to like it, but the sooner we love whatever it is, we're going to find more peace.
I think though too that you guys have to also like the fact that you can bring joy to other people's lives in such a unique way, right? Like not everybody's doing this. And like Wendy, you mentioned earlier, like, oh, I'm not making money off of this yet, bitch. Cause like,
yeah, I mean, we try to manifest moguls over here.
We're working on it. We're
working on podcast moguls.
Everything that you guys can bring to the table,
crazy.
and even if you can affect positive change in one person's life, isn't that enough?
Yeah, it definitely is. That's what gets us up every day into like when you want to take a day off to just be that and get up, because when we're not there and we don't have like this schedule that we're usually on, we'll get messages from people and like, where are you at? I missed you this morning. Like, or, someone being in a bad place this morning. Like people sharing their in real time news this morning. Like someone was like, I'm like, how's everybody doing? What's everybody's mental health scores today? Oh, not very good. I got cheated on. And then I took time and space for that person to have a conversation with them, and we hyped them up. And I told them like, I understand what you're feeling. I've been through it, but trust me, they did you a favor by showing who they are, because now you could open yourself up for different opportunities when you've healed, because somebody that values you and respects you wouldn't hurt you to that magnitude and wouldn't cheat on you.
And offering healing to them, you also offered healing to yourself. But is there anything we didn't talk about yet, Helly, that you wanted to talk about?
I'm here for you guys. Honestly, ask me anything.
Well, I didn't know if there was any part of your story that like was important to you, that was worth that you felt like worth adding. So we've been on a lot of tangents, and this episode is really, I mean, we've talked about a lot of things, like the workplace and things like that, and like, but like ultimately this has been about telling your story, and this moment of offering to the rest of the world, not for your own gain, but for them to know they're not alone, because there's other people going through the same stuff. But is there anything else that you'd want to add to it for the people listening?
I mean, maybe more than anything, I know that like right now with the way that the world is, at least for me, and it's not for everyone, because I respect other people's views on the world, but like if anyone is ever questioning like God and how they feel about their relationship, I think one of the biggest things that I've learned in my journey is it's, religion that makes a relationship with God difficult a lot of the time. So if you can find that, if you can find whatever brings you peace, it doesn't have to be, a relationship with God. For some people, it's finding peace in the universe. For some people, it's other forms of peace. But find that, like find your peace, find it in nature, find your calling. It will come to you when you least expect it.
Kind of hear you saying if like on the antithesis, if the religion that you're a part of isn't offering peace as an option, and like peace in this lifetime, if they're not offering peace in this lifetime, it might not be there for you.
Yeah.
Probably there for them.
Join my cult. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have
Right. No. No,
Siren's biggest fear.
no.
Siren's
Yes,
biggest fear is that she's going to
not-
start a cult and not
accidentally.
know.
I'm not going to know I started a cult.
Oh my God, no, I tell my wife all the time, I'm like, if anybody could start a cult and just have a following, I'm pretty sure it'd be me. So, do you even want to publish this episode is a question. No.
That's a good point. That's a
Join
good
our
point.
gay cult.
Well, I'm thinking like, could you imagine 200 years from now or something like that? Like people like recover our writing and is like, or what we say and is like
they'll
start
be
a
like,
cult
"These
based on
motherfuckers are
shit.
funny.
Right. Like what?
But what would it be
That's so
called?
funny.
Question, right? Like,
Tongue first. Bible
Tongue
tongue
first.
first.
Mystery Incorporated.
Mysteries Inc. Oh shit. Isn't that Scooby Doo?
Yeah. But
Stop
how about
it.
we call ourselves Mystery Inc. 2?
Mystery Inc. too.
wait,
Yeah.
is that copyrighted?
Is that an INC?
Probably not Mystery Inc. 2.
No. I still need to do something with
What if we spelled it
Subaru
TOO?
and
Would
the
that matter?
Kucheroo. No, I
No.
don't think so. We need to patent the Subaru and the Kucheroo for sure. We need to get that. We need to get this
Oh, you
together.
guys don't have that yet?
No,
No.
we don't.
Don't.
We
Helly, help us.
don't.
Helly, help us.
Help, Helly.
Wendy is like Wendy, you're the paperwork person. I feel like you need to I don't know. I might have to give
Me?
that responsibility to you.
I'm like
Ooh,
so busy
You're
to
gonna,
deal with paperwork.
you're gonna start doing it and then forget about it 2 years later. You're gonna be like, oh, hey, where's that copyright? She'd be like,
I'm
oh,
like,
shit.
well,
forgot it.
Somebody already got to it before me.
Oops. No,
Anyway,
we got to add that to the
circle it-
list.
To circle it back, and y'all know we talk about this on here. I'm not religious. I don't get into conform religion. It's just not my thing. I just want to be the best version of myself. But I also tell people with like what you believe in, like if it brings you peace and it makes you happy, I'm not gonna like yuck your yum when it comes to
Right.
that. You do your thing and you enjoy what makes you happy and just be a good person. It doesn't. I'm not gonna frown upon you because you are like believe in God or you love God or you know what I mean? Like, no, it's not anything like that. It's
No.
just don't be a shit person. And if something brings you happiness and it's not hurting anybody, fucking full force into that shit if you need to.
The one caveat I would add myself, because I agree with you, Wendy, to an extent. If they make the self smaller, like if they push you away from loving yourself, like love other people first, love yourself last,
Yeah.
that's also not good. Like that's still hurting someone and it's you.
Yeah.
So like just like that's what it was for me for a long time. It was love everybody first and like save yourself for last.
I think that's people pleasing in general, mostly for
Yeah.
millennials like you guys. And just kidding. I'm a millennial. Fun fact is that I think one of the first things accepting myself was that I actually talked to the bishop of my church. So you guys know about the hierarchy, like Catholic Church, bishop is high up there. And I told him I like girls. And he told me God doesn't make mistakes. And
What a great answer.
And I said, well, what about my sins? And he said to me, at the end of the day, God made you exactly who you're supposed to be. If you're going to go out into the world and sin, and he started to name, the 10 commandments, but he said to me, if those are the sins that you choose, then you will lose God. But God has not lost you because of this. And I walked away from that and I was just like, and from there, that's where I really started to repair my relationship with God. Because at the end of the day, like, especially people who have a religious upbringing and their parents don't accept them, understand that God doesn't make mistakes. And if you're religious in any way, shape, or form, like we are all put on this earth with a purpose. Period. Find that purpose. Find what calls to you. Because I am more me now than I have ever been in my whole life. And the most important thing to me, like when I look at it and I'm like, what do I want to exude to the world? It's kindness. Whereas, 6 or 7 years ago, even before having my son, I had this huge wall up where I was like, nobody can know that I can be kind, or nobody can know that I have any type of vulnerabilities because I was so guarded. And now it's just like, I want for people to know I'm kind and that they can tell me anything and that I'm a safe place, and that not only am I a safe place, but you never have to go through anything alone as long as I'm in your life.
Can I point something out that I just noticed? And you may have noticed this already. You may have already drawn this connection, Helly, but
she's gay?
yeah, you're like so gay.
Oh, shit.
What?
No.
I thought she was passing.
So one of the first things you talked about was setting up that boundary with your mom 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And it seems like that was a pivotal moment in your life. And I'm not sure if it was in process of setting up the boundary with your mom, or like that was your moment of like breaking free from what your expectations were. Is that what that's kind of what I'm picking up on. It just feels it feels like a really pivotal time.
No, that's exactly what it is. Like, I never realized how angry I was until she exited my life. And I look back at it and I'm like, wow, like there were times where I really was an asshole, but her not being in my life has allowed me to be me and not have to really hold any anger in that situation because I don't have any expectations anymore.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like, Helly, the more I've gotten to know you in this episode, the more I feel like you're almost this picture, even for me, of like how like it feels like you've pushed into a like acceptance of yourself and like been able to like love people the way that you want to love people. And you've been doing it for now 6 years that you've said. And like, I feel like I'm finally in this place of within the last 2 years of finally being able to do this. And like,
It's freeing, isn't it?
Yeah. Bitch, I swear to God. You're really pretty. What advice do you have for a little baby 2-year in Siren?
It gets better. You're still gonna have hard times, and you're still going to have the want of having a parent there. And that's never going to go away. Your expectations will change, but at the end of the day, try to remind yourself that it's not about them. It's about you choosing your peace and being the best person for you and your kids, because they don't have to see or be hurt in the way that you were.
Yeah. And you already know that because you've said that yourself too. You won't put your kids through that same trauma. And that already means that you're being a better parent than you had.
And that's what being a good parent means, right? Like making those hard decisions so your kids don't have to think about that. It'll get easier.
I hope so. I know it will. There's part of me that still hopes he comes around, but at the same time, like if he doesn't, it is what it is.
That's not going to go away. I promise you that. Like, there's still a part of me where I'm like, I don't know, like probably a couple months ago, I saw this ad and they were having like a therapy camp for parents and their kids to kind of reconnect. And I told my wife, I was like, should I like buy tickets for us? Like, should I pay this amount of money and then just tell her like, show up? That's all you have to do is show up. And then I really started thinking about it and I was like, what are the odds of her ever showing up to something like that? Like, she's never showed up in my life before. Why in the fuck would she start now? And so that was just a few months ago and I'm, 7 years deep. And so that hope doesn't go away, but it gets easier. It's kind of like having a dead parent. Like, you still miss them in all the big moments. Like, there are times even like if my son will do something and I literally think, I'm like, wow, the one grandparent who would have loved him to death is gone and doesn't get to see this. And that shit hurts because I know that the grandparent that I wish he had, the grandmother I wish he had, is never going to be that. And I refuse to allow him to be hurt in any way, shape, or form. I'm a good fucking mom. Despite
That's
Hell
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But it'll get easier.
All right, last question.
Last question. Oh, hold on. I have another question real quick.
Okay.
Since the 7 years that you've set this boundary, you said that you've seen your mom, you've been cordial, whatever, when you go to your sisters. So there's been absolutely no change from her to like even remotely try.
And I think it's honestly easier for me to like go to those events and see how she treats my nieces and nephews and be like, yep, I made the right decision.
Okay, so just reconfirm it. Okay.
Does it hurt you like that your sister or that do you have other siblings too?
Yeah.
You have other siblings too. That they still choose to like have her in their lives?
No, because they had a completely different mom. Like we grew up with the same one, right? But they had completely different experiences. My brother's 8 years younger than me. Like, he had a completely different mom. And true to Hispanic nature, I think she was like, oh, that's my son and he's the youngest. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so he's baby.
My sister, I think that's the one that kind of plagues me the most because they didn't have a great relationship, but Frances for sure showed up for her more than she showed up for me. But they're kind of two peas in a pod. Like, they're fucking identical twins. And my sister's actually worse than Frances. But anyway, neither here nor there. That's a big drop.
That's fair.
But they had different relationships, and my relationship with my siblings has no precedent on the relationship I have with Frances. And I refuse to allow her to have that power over me and any relationship I decide to build with anybody.
Good for you.
Ready for last question? All right. What's the last thing that you went tongue first on that made you go, oh my God?
This can
And
be
this
food.
is
This
is food. It's food.
Food?
Because I know your wifey be cooking.
It was actually prime rib. Prime rib.
Oh,
I got all that meat in my mouth.
That's very ungay of you.
a little bit ungay
Can we
of
just
you.
talk
but it's
about how
fine.
street I was trying to be?
Yeah.
Says Wendy, who orders steak anytime she has the opportunity to.
Fuck, and then I don't eat it. Fuck. I'm
No.
still dreaming about that giant fucking.
The meatball?
No, I had the.
Why do you-
Laura had that. I had the ribeye. I had that
Oh my
giant
God.
steak that I got one bite of, and I was so full from everything else. It's okay. The mother cluckers took it home with them, or Laura did one. That.
This was our birthday dinner. We went to a place
Yeah.
in Florida called the Garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
nice.
One of the dishes was like spaghetti and meatballs, but it was like a filet mignon meatball, like ground filet mignon.
Yeah.
And the meatball was like fucking
That
this
big,
big.
yes.
It was like it was
It took
the
up almost
biggest
the whole plate.
wild.
And Laura ordered it. She was like,
Oh my
no, I'm
God.
not going to order it. And I'm like, bitch, someone's buying your food. Fucking get that meatball, hoe.
Shout out to the Garlic in New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
Yes.
Do you remember our
such good
server's
food.
name?
He
was
gave
his
us
name?
his full fucking government
Yes,
name.
he did. John. Bobby.
Bobby, it was Bobby.
It was
'Cause I called him
Bobby.
Bobbert.
Oh,
Robert. What was his name?
It was-
Bobby. Robert.
it felt
He
like it
gave
was
us
from
his
a
full
movie.
government name. All of it. And then he dropped his girlfriend's full government name too.
Robert Frederick. I don't remember. Anyway, we're not gonna shout out to Bobby.
Bobbert. Shout out to
who was
Bobbert.
engaged and about to get married, I think he said.
To a baddie at the restaurant.
Right. He said the hot blonde one, and there
And
was
I
a
was like,
very
what?
blonde man and a very blonde woman. And I was like,
Which one is it?
what are we talking about? Was it the other blonde woman? I mean,
Could be
age
any.
gap, but that's fine. Do your thing, babes. Like, no, it's okay. I hope he listens to this episode. That'd be amazing.
Bobbert. Shout out to Bobbert. Helly, my dude, thanks for coming on the
Yeah.
podcast and being a
Thank
part of
you
this.
for
I
being on the
appreciate you so much.
podcast.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thanks for being so dope.
Foster?
Robert Lee Foster.
Robert Lee Foster.
Oh, that's right, because he
Oh my God.
sounds like the schmurderer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Robert Lee Foster. Okay, got it.
Helly, it was a pleasure to meet you. This is the most ADHD ending of an episode we've ever done in my life.
Facts.
It was amazing to meet you, and I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us
Of course.
and sharing your story.
Yes, we appreciate you. And that is episode 13.
And that's it for episode 13. If this episode reminded you that choosing peace is allowed, even when it costs you someone, I want you to send it to somebody who needs to hear that today. And I mean that. Leave us a review, follow the show, do the thing. You know the drill by now. And if you're looking for more of us, there's bonus episodes, behind the scene chaos, the whole after hours world. Come find us on Patreon. We got links in the show notes, in the bios, and anywhere you can find it. Like always. I'll see you there.
This episode of Tongue First was hosted by Aubrey Siren Jones and Wendy Reeves. Edited and produced by Bodera McIntyre, Wendy Reeves, and Aubrey Jones. Special thanks to Geli Jimenez for trusting us with her story. Our deepest gratitude to our Pillow Talk members, Tay Marie, Balasara, Brooklyn C, Siren, Meggers, Mr. Val, and Mandus. We see you and we appreciate you more than you know. New episodes drop every Monday. Until next time, stay curious, stay queer, and don't forget to lick responsibly. And also, Siren has a nice butt.